I was tasked to learn Visual Studio LightSwitch, so I decided to make a vlogish/tutorial about LightSwitch. So to give you a glimpse of what are we going to do, we will be making a bookstore application basing on LightSwitch training kit. This video will be divided into 3 major tasks. First would be creating a new project. Second would be adding a table to our new project and adding some properties to that table. And lastly, we will be displaying the table's data in an editable grid screen and export those data to an Excel file format. To start with, we will need the software. You can download the trial version from this link, and for those who don't want to view this video but still want to learn LightSwitch, you can download their training kit from this link. Don't worry guys, links will be posted in the description box. After you installed LightSwitch, open it and let's get started. To create a new project, you can simply click on New Project here at the Start page, or you can go to File menu and click New Project. This will open the New Project dialog box. In the installed template list here at the left pane, select the LightSwitch node. In the center pane, select LightSwitch Visual Basic. In general, you can choose either Visual Basic or C# as the programming language for the project. The language that you select is a matter of personal choice, as LightSwitch's capabilities are the same in both languages. The project's language cannot be modified once it has been created. As I mentioned earlier, we will be creating a bookstore application. Change the application's name to Bookstore Application and click OK. The LightSwitch Designer window is displayed, and the necessary folders for your project are added to the Solution Explorer window. Here at the Solution Explorer window, you will notice 2 folders named Data Sources and Screens. The Data Sources folder will contain the different tables required by your application, while the Screens folder will contain the screens used by it. Next step is to verify if Microsoft LightSwitch extensions is added to the project. In Solution Explorer, right-click on the Bookstore Application project node and select Properties. In the Property window, select the Extensions tab and make sure the Microsoft LightSwitch extensions is checked. We will create a new table for the bookstore named Authors. To do this, you can right-click on Data Sources folder in Solution Explorer and select Add Table. To update the table name, simply navigate to Properties window and change the value of the name field to Author. Note that the value for the plural name changes automatically. Then we will add some properties to our table. To add a property, click on Add Property and key in the desired name. I will name my first property as first name, and it will be a required string type field. Second would be last name. This would still be a required string type field. Next would be an email address. This would not be a required email address type of field. And lastly, phone number, which will be a non-required phone number type of field. Once done, click on the Save button to save changes. Lastly, we will be displaying authors' data in an editable grid screen. In this task, we will create a LightSwitch screen to display the author table's data. As the table will be initially empty, you will also use the screen to populate it. Finally, you will learn how to export the data from a LightSwitch screen to a Microsoft Excel document. To add a new screen, go to Solution Explorer, right-click the Screens folder and select Add Screen. The new screen dialog box appears. Select Editable Grid Screen and set the authors as the screen data. Update the screen display name by simply navigating to Properties window and key in your desired screen display name. In my case, I'll be naming it Authors. Press F5 to run the application, or you could simply click this Play Like button up here. Note that the application's main window is divided in three main areas. These are the ribbon, which provides quick access to common operations that are performed in a LightSwitch application. The default operations are saving all current changes and refreshing the data source. The navigation pane, which contains the navigation view, which is a list of the application's screens. Clicking any one of them will display the screen in the main pane. Lastly, the main pane where active working screen is being shown. To add data, click the first name cell in the first empty row of the grid and enter a name for the author. Or you can click on the plus button in the screen command bar, which will open a pop-up dialog prompting for the new author's information. So I will hit save for now. Notice that the application prompted me with some error. Remember, when we first create our table we set the first and last name fields to required. That's what the application was trying to say. So I will add the data on the last name. Then I will add the email address to Dashi! Example.com. The red border on the email address value indicate that data we entered is invalid. If we thoroughly check it, we haven't entered the correct email format for the email field, so let's fix that. Now that we entered the right email format, let's add the phone number for Tadashi. I am done with my first entry. So, I will just populate some data here, just stick around. Now that we have some data added to our authors table, let's save it. To save, click on Save button at the ribbons area. Now let's export this data to an Excel file document. Just simply click on this Excel icon here, and voila! Your file has been exported to an Excel document. If this video helped you, hit the thumbs up button. And see you around for the part 2 for this LightSwitch vlogish/tutorial series.